How are you, Monica? Good evening. I was trying to rush here. The sun goes down so quick now. Since the clocks went back, check out these clouds. They were really like letter shaped a few minutes ago. They're still pretty wicked. How are you, Rosemary? It's another day, Monica. I woke up this morning. Great day. Darlene, how are you? Here we go. Now the wacky colors are coming out. Hopefully, I never buy myself anything, guys. Never. That's just not, I'm a giver. But maybe Santa Claus may, if I was a good boy, maybe he'll give me a camera. What's up, Brett? What's up, Michael? Listen, guys. For the record, right? I am not a flat earther, right? Let me be clear. The Flat Earth Society, my opinion only, it's a psyop. A lot of the stuff they say is BS. And some of the most intelligent, open-minded channels who are flat earthers, they do not discuss certain topics, such as space. Some channels do. And again, I don't. Anyone here could tell me to check a channel or whatever, and I always do. I never will talk negative on any channel, folks. Any. I'm here to unite, and I have a lot of other stuff to do rather than talk smack. So that's that. But on a serious note, they never speak about some of the questions that I have, and I believe other people may have as well. For instance, what you're looking at now, right? Not to be 2G, but not to be jump off the deep end. Just say if it is flat, just say if it is flat and the sun is going around. I'm sure, again, you guys probably saw the numerous maps and videos and came to your own conclusion, which I hope. Man, that is really pink in person, folks. I have a couple questions as far as the sun. I understand the seasons, how they work. I understand time zones. I understand GPS. That's global. It's called a global positioning system. It's not called reality, right? Reality. So I understand many things, but some of the larger channels that are FE, I'll say, guys, I never saw a curve, and that's that. But I'm not, due to the evidence, I can't just 100%, put all my eggs in one basket and say it is flat. I think that would be more ignorant on my part. But that being said, there's zero evidence of a curvature. Zero. So that's why I'm kind of neutral. But again, if you take the numbers that they give us as far as being flat, excuse me, as far as being a sphere, you know, nothing adds up. Their own math on a lot, you know, a lot of the numbers, they do add up, but not with everything, right? So, wow, that looks fake in person. There's 4 huge rays. That's Delaware, guys. That is Delaware. Darlene says, did you read my response on why the rush to space on your last video? I did not. I replied to your first, and then if it's a second, then if you replied to my comment, then I missed it. Not missed it, but I'm out of the house. I replied to everybody, but I'll definitely check it out unless you want to repeat it here, or I will 100% respond. Okay, appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I understand. Appreciate it. Thank you, Darnay. Monica, I heard 5G is like having an X-ray. I'm going to start showing evidence, scientific evidence of, again, yeah. They're putting it up, Monica, in places that, again, like the people, they're not driving around in vehicles, you know, advertising. They're very, how should I say, they're very covert with how they do it. And you know, is that a coincidence? You know, I don't know, but I'm talking about the timing. I'm speaking for my area only, obviously. Very, very covert. And like I said, with the timing. Darlene, lithium tends toward be purple. Yeah, it's funny you said that, because I have many videos of the sounding rockets. To make a long story short, it's a chemtrail. Again, guys, I don't know what space is, you know. It's different on different sites. But just for the sake of this video, last year, NASA, they shot some sounding rockets. Again, it's basically just chemtrails, but super high altitude. Guys, that got postponed. What was it? Approximately 8 times, guys, because they did it early in the morning. It was like 04, and I had to drive a good 40 minutes to get out into the boonies, away from light pollution. And but anyway, I have that footage. But back to what Darlene said. Let me see these colors. Yeah, certain chemicals, should I say, kind of like carbon monoxide, right? That's just silent. It's very, very dangerous, right? No scent, can't smell it, you can't see it, and that's how some of these chemicals actually are. Exactly what you said, Darlene. This is crazy, guys, in person. Any of you guys heard of Foo Fighters from World War II? Monica, sorry, Darlene lets me see 3 texts or 3 messages at a time. the base by me is testing 5G on humans now. I've been dizzy, headache, nausea for days. And I'm sorry to hear that. First, very sorry to hear that. And two, Darlene, pets, guys, pets are much more sensitive than humans, right? And then obviously it goes with the older and then the younger. I told you I went live when they made the switch in my area. Not everywhere, you know, only in a certain location, to 5GE. That stands for evolution. So it's like one notch up from 4G LTE. It's twice as fast, but nowhere near as the official 5G. But in my opinion, guys, since we're on that topic, I really think that the reason why they're stalling, it's not a budget issue. It's not. I'm pretty up to date. Again, I don't know everything, obviously, but being a researcher, I know a lot about a little. So it's not a budget issue. It just seems like that they're, again, who is doing it or why, I can't answer that. But it seems like somebody is stalling 5G for some reason. Like I said, even my own area, certain locations, they have the 5GE, and all the school systems, they're good to go in a bad way, meaning there's wires coming out of everywhere, the latest technology. But I don't know why that they're holding off, which is a good thing for us. But make a long story short, Darlene, you guys know Cody, and he switched up 2 locations in my house ever since they switched to 5GE. So his two favorite spots, again, he changed. I do not have a meter, a RF meter. That's been on my list for a very long time. But yeah, sorry to hear that. That's affecting you, Darlene. Most people, again, you guys watching or listening right now, you guys are awake. Every now and then, well, there's somebody joining who is new, who might not be, aware of all the topics that we discuss, and that's perfectly fine. I just welcome to our channel, and frequency, folks, nothing to play around with. They used it for the Iraq War, allegedly, in early 2000s. And then again, if you go, I know we're speaking about 5G, but 5G is frequency. So if you go down that rabbit hole, I mean, certain police departments, not the military, yes, certain police departments in certain cities, I'll use Seattle, they have a frequency meter that sits on top of the Bearcat. So if there's any civil unrest, I'm just telling you guys facts, it's considered less lethal. The Border Patrol, they have it as well. So yeah, it could kill you, just like anything, any of the tools that the law enforcement carry, but it's considered on paper and in court, it's considered less lethal. That being said, I'd rather get hit with a beanbag than somebody use microwave on me. That's my own personal preference. Just like flying, folks. I understand everybody wants to get up in the air, the radiation, but these, again, guys, this right now it's me speaking, but if anyone has any questions on this, I'll go to, he's one of the best guys in the world on this topic, or excuse me, yeah, in the world, I guess, since he's one of the best in America. He's a Harvard professor. He's young. His name is David Sinclair. He's also a futurist. Again, David Sinclair. So he brought up this topic, and the older system, guys, having to do, with the Patriot Act, that system. Again, I don't want to say any numbers off the top of my head, standing here as far as frequency wise, but he brought it up, and I mean, compared to the new system is bad, but he said the old system was, again, this gentleman, he's on the government payroll. But he does fly a lot, and even if you guys don't, there's certain people out there, they're not fans of Joe Rogan, which I completely understand, because he started off as a regular comedian, my opinion only. Once somebody paid him off, because he did again, this is just my opinion, YouTube, he did a full 180 on like all the topics that we talk about. But anyway, again, you don't have to be a fan of him as a person, as a sellout, but I still enjoy the guest, because very, very intelligent. It's a very wide spectrum. He could have a stem cell, the top doctor in stem cell, to a comedian. So very, very knowledgeable at certain times. Look at some comments. Games we love, content, nice views. I know the phone does zero justice, and anybody who even if you're, my lips are frozen, guys. It's in the 30s. Even if you are not a creator, but just taking photos yourself, I'm sure many of you guys know that the phone does not do justice. Like I said, hopefully the next couple months, I will have I'm not picky. Anything, as far as quality wise, anything's better than a cell phone. That being said, guys, everybody has a cell phone in their pocket, so you may not have a channel, but if you see something, film it. If you want to send it to a channel. Like on my screen, it's much more blue. In real life, it's pretty dark out here. Look at comment. So games we love, so true. Darlene, yes, Monica, but you need to block it from your chest. It's very ironic that you mentioned that, Darlene. Very, very ironic. You guys know Bob Barker, right? What was his famous quote at the end of every single episode? That's how much he loved animals, right? Spay and neuter your pet. I love animals, guys. All animals. I used to own two two different businesses way back, and one was a partnership, and one was on my own. But that's been, again, my mind is constantly racing for Darlene and Monica, what you guys are talking about. But I know there are certain companies out there now, to date, that that are in that category. But very ironic you said that, because that's always been on my mind. Not just for humans, but also our pets. Again, human life first over pets, obviously, but pets are much more sensitive. And as a human, most of us, most of us, guys, we're not in one spot. But I have seen hats for humans. Again, Leak Project, Rex over at Leak Project, a while back. I think it was like last winter. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but last winter, a company / friend, I believe, made him some pretty cool hats. But I think that they were like limited. I don't have time like I used to with watching other creators with Life 2 channels and Patreon. There's clothing, there's paint. It's very expensive, very expensive. I mean, they sell the paint near me at a local store near my house, and very expensive. Darlene, my dogs all have cow magnets. The smartphones emit EMF rays as well. Plus, correct. Guess since you brought that up, Darlene, I was actually going to do a video tonight once I was at home, so I could read it off the screen and actually show you guys. But a story just came out that two separate stories. They're tracking your children now in school. When I was a kid, I'm being serious. When I'm a millennial, but when I was in grade school, we had a hall pass, and it could be a teacher writing on a piece of paper, and then I believe in the later, like I think 8th grade, that's when they had like officially laminated ones. But yeah, again, I'll show you guys. Now they want everything to be electronic, so they want to know. Now they will know every single time your child, and some may ask why, but everything is money, folks, and they want to know how frequent your child is leaving class. I'll still do that article because it's pretty. I don't have any children, but obviously I care about every human, but especially our children. And I know you guys have kids, a lot of you guys. Michael, how are you? GPS. It's funny you said that, because 20 minutes ago I brought GPS up. Global excuse me. What the hell? Sorry. I'm in the woods and I don't feel like getting sprayed by a skunk. Monica, thank you. That was, I believe that was a cough. But thank you. Speaking of cough, it's that time of year, guys. Flu season. Again, you guys are awake, but hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer. Darlene says, I have all the protective gear. We're couldn't function right now. I buy beanies for the kids. Yeah, it's crazy. And guys, like, again, I'm spiritual, right? Yes, I believe in a God. I'm not going to repeat myself because everybody in the chat room, you guys know where I stand with that. But as far as being on the spiritual level and thinking, again, 10 years ago, guys, I never thought like this. I was always positive, but if I would have heard this, I just wasn't awake 10 years ago. You know how you can make things manifest? If it's a house, a job, a car, a girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, whatever, right? My volume went out. Can you guys hear me? Testing. Hello, hello. Yes? That was weird. On my screen, it said no sound or no audio. SJW Hunter. Appreciate it. What's up, brother? Thank you, Rosemary. My mother-in-law is wicked, so I said nothing. Yeah, and again, we're coming up, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was 3 weeks. I believe it was, yeah, 3 weeks from Thanksgiving. I just don't put myself, sometimes you can't help being stuck in a position, right? I just change the subject if we're talking about. Today, I had to talk with I made a video, short video, it was like a minute long for Patrons. And I showed Cody, and during that time, right before the video, I was speaking with a woman in my neighborhood. She's a medium. I'm not sure if some of you guys may like them, not like them, not familiar with them. But there's a difference between a psychic and a medium, right? But anyway, she is a medium. And last night, the skies were pretty clear. So I asked what she thought about the moon, because I never asked her a question about the moon. I love hearing, what people who are awake, I'm not talking about just somebody repeating what we were all taught, guys. If that makes sense. if you or dog get sprayed with skunk, Darlene, not. I have my dog from high school now, so it must have been 3 to 4 years ago. My poor, my poor dog got sprayed in my yard twice in 1 year, and then I had to smoke the skunk. I know that they're cute, guys, but it could be very harmful, and I'm not going to risk that in my yard. So I had to smoke them. Brett says plays in the dirt. Speaking of dirt, guys, I think that's why kids today get sick like every other week. I'm not even joking. Every other week I see kids, like the same kids that are sick. You guys probably heard, growing up as a child, that's how you build your immune system. That doesn't mean, as a parent, to just let your child suck on the carts at your grocery store. But we as a race, we seem like we went from possibly one extreme to the other, where, again, I'm a millennial, but when I was growing up, they did not have wipes for the for the cart and all these comfortable seats. To 2019, almost 2020, you could be big pimping as a baby. But Darlene would know more than me, obviously, on that. But definitely important to be exposed. Everybody's immune system is different, but again, Darlene would know more than me. But get your child out there. It's okay to get dirty. It's okay to. Boys will be boys, right? Plays in the dirt. Oh, wait, who said? How are you? I was reading Brett's. I didn't see your comment. Sorry about that. Plays in the dirt. I saw Brett say, "Hey." I was like, "What are you talking about? Playing in the dirt?" Since we're on this subject, I'll just bring it up real quick. I said boys will be boys. Again, neither channel, folks, are PC. I just want to make that clear if there's anybody new. I never met one female, right? Obviously, they're out there, but the way I was raised, obviously, to be, if you're interested in the woman, you ask. Not that there's a problem if a female asks. If you go out, the male pays for dinner. You open the door for her. Again, this is me. I'm old school. Well, I'm single right now, but always treat my girlfriend with much respect. Yeah, Brett. I did not see that comment. Yeah, be exposed, right? Be exposed to Monica. Searching kid, be exposed. Again, that's when you build as a child. Plays in the dirt. That's called manners. Yeah, seriously. Like, I mean, I hold the door for anybody, a dude, a kid, you know. I mean, if they're, I hold the door for anybody. Like yesterday, I went live, and you guys heard publicly a female said something about my dog being off the leash. But I held the door. This was a while ago, like a couple months ago. I held the door for, uh, I guess it's a woman. She had a haircut like me, which is fine, I guess. But she acted like a dude, and I held the door for her, and she was offended. Yes, she was offended because I held the door for her. That's what's wrong with this freaking society. It's not that women can't open the door. It's not women that, they can't or they don't have money to pay. It's just respect and the right thing to do. Every commercial, right? They make guys look like they're slobs. They make guys look retarded. And don't get me started with this subject. Again, I don't care as an individual what the hell you do, who you sleep with, or what you spend your money on. But when you're making commercials about it and teaching our children, and that's when I intervene and had to put my 2 cents into it. That's all. Brett is single too. This is the longest I've ever been single. Brett, a little personal. What did Darlene say? Everyone's laughing. I can't kick my hubby to the curb because no one else would put up with me. You know what they say? Women, you can't live with them, and you can't live without them. I don't know what you ladies have to say for guys, but that's what we say about women. Monica says, I love guys. 3 brothers, 2 sons, 1 grandson. Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate that, Monica. And putting my personal info out there. Again, not making this about me, but over the past year, it's just been, it's been tough. As life, that's how life is, right? For everybody. But super calm out here. It is a nice view. It dropped 22 degrees in 11 hours, guys. 22 degrees in 11 hours. Man, there's a lot of spraying. Oh, look what's over here. Kind of snuck up on me. Not by choice. I had 3 brothers, 2 sons, 4 grandsons. I always wanted kids. I always wanted to have at least 3 kids. In my early 20s, believe it or not. I know that's rare for a millennial, but I can't tell you everything, but I thought she was the one. No, I went away. I had to go away for work. Again, guys, we're talking my 20s. But if things would have worked out, If you're listening, Simone, I'll always love you. That's life, folks, right? Seriously. You could be on top of the world, guys. Life is short. I say it all the time, not because I enjoy saying it, but losing a mother, losing friends, having an illness myself. That's why I say enjoy it, guys. Everybody, we all deal with death, right? But that being said, that doesn't mean you forget about the person, and everybody grieves differently. So I have much respect, obviously, and everyone has their own way of dealing with grief. But the reality is, every single person, we all have a one-way ticket, and two, again, it could be we all deal with it. So that's all. That's all. Awesome picture, Tesla. The bottom of the barrel, life is tricky. Pleasant Dirt says, what is meant to be? Yes, exactly. What is meant to be, live in the moment. Amen. The crazy part is, guys, what I was saying a couple minutes ago, in a joking manner. Again, I had to go away for work, and she moved to Hawaii. She moved to Hawaii when I moved away, and then she just recently moved back to her neck of the woods, which is pretty crazy. We don't talk, but as soon as she came back, I had friends say she's back. Whatever's meant to be, right? Exactly what she said. Monica, every day, my mom is home with me. She's healing from 3 surgeries in 2 weeks. She's on her way. Oh, well, luckily, she has a daughter like you. I see so many people with my old job who they just put their parent in the home. I can't fathom that, folks. Like, I was honored to be my mother's caretaker. It was my father and I, but we split the shift, obviously, because it's a 24/7 process. But between my father and I was honored to be her caretaker. Sign up says, if she love you, you will still be friends. Yes. I mean, we don't speak at all, but I understand what you're saying. Sometimes people can still be friends, right? Again, we never had a kid. I don't have any kids, make that clear. But sometimes people do talk. Sometimes they don't. I think it definitely depends on each person. I'll definitely say that one. Definitely depends on the couple. Monica, thank you. She's the best. She taught me love, and that love will continue. I had we had a ceremony of life for my mother, and that was my first time ever hearing about that. I had no idea what that was, and it was beautiful because rather than a regular funeral, folks, for those of you real quick who don't know what it is, a ceremony of life is open mic, meaning there's a microphone there, and anybody could come up and tell a story of my mother or whoever passes. And then we had pictures, and yes, obviously it's sad, right? Very, very sad, but it's, you know, it's all about the memories, folks. My mother's gone, and you guys probably know how much I talk about her just on this channel alone. I think about her every single day, and that's that. But going back to that's life, right? She died at a very young age. Nowadays, I call it young. But I don't care, folks. I had buddies who lost their parents at the age of 90. I had a couple buddies. You know, regardless, it's still your parent, mother or father. But when you lose a parent in their 40s who was very, very healthy prior to cancer, fitness instructor, you guys know the story. And again, I'm the oldest of 3, so my younger sibling, he's very young compared to myself, and obviously, unfortunately, he doesn't really have too much recollection, being so young, and the brain's not fully developed. Honest, I don't want to hear that. Close, even dead. I'm wicked. She treats me like garbage. Oh, I missed a comment. Plates in the dirt. I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer 3 weeks ago. Oh Lord. Breast cancer. October is breast cancer awareness month. But first and foremost, very sorry to hear that. I'm going to use. Very sorry to hear that. Positive energy coming your way. Kick it in the ass. Fight the good fight. I'm serious. Fight the good fight. Kick it in the ass. So much cancer. Not to bring that up, but again, my thoughts, prayers definitely going your way. I think everyone in the chat room as well. My mother she had 2B, or correction, she was diagnosed at stage 2. She was at 2B, right? Make a long story short, she developed brain cancer. A very, very rare type of brain cancer. She went pretty quick once that happened, but she had to receive chemo through her. She had an interthecal on top of her head. She's very, very tough woman. Very, very tough woman. Amazing. Darlene says, I place in the dirt. Go to Amazon and buy organic bitter apricot. Apricot's always. Darlene, how are you about people being vegan? And for the record, no, I am not a vegan. But I was a weightlifter and a wrestler my whole life. But I'm seeing more and more people go vegan. And I know Darlene's passed, so I never. Thoughts and opinions. Place in the dirt. Take them, Darlene. Darlene, I look at those. I'm going to buy some. Since we're on this topic, again, I'll be very brief. Stem cell. Again, I don't know how you guys feel about it. I'm just telling you guys facts. George Bush, he banned because stem cell. It's again, do your own research. I mean, it's very, very complex, folks. Very, very complex. There's different stages, different amounts. Anyway, some stem cell therapy is now legal in the States. But that being said, again, guys, do your own research. If you have any injuries or autoimmune diseases, it cures allegedly from multiple doctors, almost anything, guys, from heart disease. And again, there's different ways to even if you're not sick, you could still have stem cell. And I'll just tell you a story. Mel Gibson, the actor, his father at the age of 92 was almost on his deathbed, but he was in a wheelchair, and this doctor, excuse me, I don't know his name off the top of my head, but during this interview, again, to make a long story short, guys, because in America, certain things are illegal, right? Because money, big pharma, don't get me started with that. But he flew his father down to Panama, and his father is now, I believe, 95 years of age, or 95 years old, on zero medication and walking. So, reason why I brought stem cells up, guys, because I have health issues, right? So, but technically, I know a couple of people who they never had anything wrong. They went out of country and received therapy in South America. It's like, again, guys, I never did it. I'm hoping someday. But for people who were not injured, they describe it as being recharged. Again, these are healthy people, so it's pretty much for anybody. But look, any autoimmune disease, guys, just think about that. Like, knowing that there's people suffering who are in wheelchair. I'm one of them, but I pray I could at least walk, right? But because of comes down to money. Sign up says there are all kinds of correct, and I'm gonna find the video. I made a video last winter saying that over the next couple years it's going to be very bumpy, meaning exactly bumpy, from politics to the economy to just everyday life, right? In that video, again, last year. But in that same video, I also brought out that there's going to be numerous breakthroughs in technology, and we actually already have seen some. But who said that? Sign Up. Sign Up said that. Exactly what Sign Up said. I'm at 55, guys. We'll go like another minute. I know time is precious. The sun went down. Oh, geese. Monica, I'm taking screenshots and research after. Darlene, exactly what Darlene said. Yeah, I used to. You guys, well, Darlene took sports and nutrition, and I was my certificate, it expired, but I was a certified personal trainer, and I used to train all the time. And chamomile, I used to take that at nighttime. Chamomile tea. Their sign up says they're poisoning. Yeah, sign up. Exactly. Yeah, they are. And the scary part is, over the past, I'm not sure if it was Thursday or like early AM or Friday, but regardless, over the past 48 hours, 2 articles came out about that. Exactly what you said. There's a couple people, scientists, who say, how should I say this? That there are too many people on the earth, and that the governments have to deal with it in a specific manner. Again, can't elaborate because obviously he did not say how, but use your imagination. Just look at food. Look at food, folks. Every single day, it's a food recall. I'm going to end it with this. I'm at 57 minutes. Speaking of food recall, if anyone is a big chicken eater, make sure you look it up or leave a comment and I'll find it for you. I'll post it at the end of this video. But speaking about Big Pharma as well, guys, Xanax or anything in a benzo family, I believe there's numerous pills, but this is specifically Xanax. All right, they just recalled. Guys, Xanax is very, very common, guys. Like, so common in where my neck of the woods. Anyway, the scary part is, guys, they recalled it, but they will not tell the people what chemical that they found. And again, use your own imagination, because I cannot confirm that it's any specific entity, but I just find it very ironic that how do certain things that shouldn't even be in the same facility end up. You guys catch the drift. But just double check if you guys again, I don't know what brand of chicken it was, but it was a pretty big recall on chicken. And my grandmother, she's on Xanax, so it's not all Xanax, obviously. There's a batch number, but it's a lot, guys. And again, they're not telling us what they found. And that's super rare, because all the food recalls, they always list the ingredient, I guess you would call it, but not in this case. And again, very, very odd, guys. Very, very odd. Rosemary said, I don't want to, with HIPAA laws, but I respect everybody, so check that out. I guarantee you, most people listening or watching knows somebody. It could be a neighbor, a aunt, a uncle. Just better to be safe than sorry. But check the batch. It's been a pleasure, guys. My hands, they're frozen on this pole. But I love talking to you guys and girls. Also, I am demonetized, guys. So you could always leave a tip on PayPal if you enjoy any video or a live chat. I have a Patreon and a P.O. box. That being said, I will see you guys soon. I have a video uploading now on this channel. I thought it should be uploaded right before I went live, but I will see you guys soon. Where we go one, see my fist, hopefully, we go wall. And plays in the dirt. Everyone say, again, whatever God, whatever entity you believe in, send positive energy, vibes to plays in the dirt. She's going through a tough time. And keep her family in your prayers. Appreciate it, guys. Be safe out there. Saturday night, drunk drivers, if you are out. And I will see you guys soon. Pleasure as always, guys.